Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of, this is your mid-July reading, Scorpio, for mid-July 2021. And we're going to jump right in here and see what is going on for you here, Scorpio. Scorpio, make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. Also, make sure to only follow the social media accounts that are linked down below. There are tons of scammers, spammers, and all that other stuff scamming people. I will never ask you for money. I will never offer a personal reading. So make sure you don't get scammed, and make sure to only use the links down below. But Scorpio, let's see here. You have the diligence card here. I do feel it's going to be important for you to pay attention to the details here. In a lot of ways, I feel like saying, if it walks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, it's a duck, right? Knight of Wands, I do feel could be like a new person that's coming into your life here that is very inconsistent. So, I would be I would trust your instincts, basically, is what I feel this first row is saying. Especially if you're, attracting someone new in love. I feel like, they could be very attractive, Scorpio, but at the same time, this reading is saying to me, it's like, better than to be with a person who's inconsistent. So, because you have Knight of Wands, Three of Swords, the Star. Heartbreak, right? For some of you, I feel like you've already experienced this, so you're probably just healing at this time, which is totally fine, right? Take your time, but really good card for healing. But I also feel for others, if you haven't gone through this yet, again, I feel like there could be a person coming in. I feel like they look really good, but at the same time, I feel like there are a lot of warning signs, with this person, a new person that could be coming in for you. I just feel like this reading is saying, pay attention to the warning signs, basically, with this energy so that you can avoid a tower moment here in this first row. For others, I feel it is interesting because it's like you're turning your back on it here. You have the Queen of Swords. She has her back, and I'll show you in just a minute, but she has her back to the Three of Swords, and she's opening up to the Four of Cups here. We're gonna have to see what's going on here with this row over here. For others, I do feel like this is, there is definitely kind of like some needing to change energy. I get that like antsy feeling here, Scorpio. Did I say Cancer? Sorry, Scorpio. I get this like antsy type of energy where it's like, I don't know if you've ever been wanting to get things moving in your life, obviously, and it's like you feel really, it's like antsy, anxious type of feeling is what I get here in this first row. Yeah, I would definitely be careful of any Seven of Swords. I would be careful of any liar, cheater, stealers, anybody who seems too good to be true, anything like that here, Scorpio. I'm dropping all the cards, so hold on one second, and I'm dropping more cards as well, just like Butterfingers today, right? But Scorpio, let's see here. You have the Two of Wands here. For some of you, this could be a move. You have the Ten of Cups, happiness, fortune after difficulty, and the U showing up here, Death card, transformation. I do feel like you're undergoing a transformation. You have this Fates card here, Scorpio, so for some of you, it's like there are some fated changes going on for you here. I do feel that the Knight of Wands could be a comfort zone for you here, especially with the Two of Wands. Two of Wands represents needing to leave a comfort zone, right? He's reaching forward, grabbing the wand. He's got the whole world in his hands, but he needs to leave a comfort zone. Sometimes I think in relationships, we go for the same type of person, right? I've done it for years. So, it's like, duh, right? But at the same time, I feel like this is saying you need to go for someone who you feel is outside, who makes you uncomfortable. But I'm not talking about in a bad way here, Scorpio. I'm talking about in a good way. Maybe it's a reach for you to be with a type of person, or maybe, it's a person who points out flaws in you. Not literally pointing out flaws in a toxic way, but it's like maybe being with that person would require you to operate at a higher level. I feel like I said this to you in your next 3-month reading or something like that, Scorpio. So it's like, yeah, it's going to require work, but at the same time, it's like going to increase you. It's going to make you better as well. And you're going to be in a better position. For others, this might not even be a person. This could be an adventure. It's like maybe you're being called to an adventure with the Knight of Wands, being called to adventure. And, this adventure is something that's going to require you to move, travel, leave a comfort zone, work harder than you've ever worked before. Again, there's something here that's like calling to you, I feel intuitively. Ten of Cups says it's going to make you very happy. Death card, you, but it's also a transformation. We have this Fates card here. So I do feel like saying this is like a fated thing that's happening for you. You do have a lot of fate here in general. The Chariot, also the Tower, believe it or not, can represent fate, because sometimes the Tower kind of says, the Tower's coming up in your future position. I always tell people, you're not watching tarot so you can crap your pants, right? It's like I could say, oh my God, there's going to be a Tower moment in the future, blah, blah, blah. This can be avoided, right? The Tower says you have a choice. You can be the bug or the windshield. You can choose to jump out of a burning ship, or you can choose to burn alive and stay in it, right? That's basically what the Tower in the future says. So I feel like there's some fated situations. The Tower also says, it's like whether you choose to jump or not doesn't really matter, because there's one person who's jumping out head first, right, in the red. The other person's being pushed back. They're like, oh my God, I didn't even realize the tower was on fire. Like, why am I being pushed out, right? It's like, to save your life, dummy, right? So don't be this person over here, be this person over here, who, if you see something falling apart, then jump, leap, right? Get away from it. For others, it doesn't even have to be a bad thing either with the Tower. It's like sometimes I think we can be called to work harder in our business. We can be called to put in more work into our relationship, but then we don't do it. And so it's like if we don't do it, it's like Tower. We experience a Tower moment because the universe is like, well, you needed a wake up call. The way to think of the Tower is it's a revelation. It's like the light bulb moment. So for some of you, I feel like that's what's going on here. You have the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Chariot here. Queen of Wands, like wholehearted energy. She says, like, where can you put your heart and soul? And the Queen of Swords, again, she has her back to this heartbreak here. She's opening up to something over here with the Four Cups. For some of you, I feel like you're starting to open up to things. The Chariot, I feel like this is what you're opening up to. Even though she's facing this way, I feel like you're opening up to the Chariot. The Chariot is like as above, so below. The Chariot is also guided by the universe. These two sphinxes here, they are not attached to the Chariot. There are no reins on those sphinxes. So it kind of like says that they, are being guided by fate. They are being guided by the universe. I feel like that's it's almost like I get that, like universe take the wheel type of energy here, Scorpio, where it's like you're allowing the universe to guide you. I feel like you're allowing the universe to take you where it wants you to go. Let's see here. Yeah, you have the Three Wands here. Again, waiting for the perfect moment when there never will be a perfect moment. Again, with the Tower, this is almost like Saturn energy. Sometimes I think we don't have Saturn in Capricorn anymore, but when Saturn was in Capricorn, it's like Saturn and Capricorn is like we have to be extra responsible about everything. And, we normally have to be responsible with Saturn, but, definitely in Capricorn. And then on top of that, with Saturn and Capricorn, it's like we could be pointed out certain things. Like maybe we start lagging behind in business or work. And it's like the universe is like saying, hey, catch up because, you don't want to have a Tower moment. And it's like if we don't catch up, then the universe is going to make it happen. I always think of like Saturn and Capricorn, which again we won't have again for another 30 years. But it's kind of like one of those things where maybe you lose your job, but it's like there were probably some warning signs. Number one, and number two, it's because the universe says, hey, there's something better for you. And I kind of get that energy for you here, where it's like I feel like the universe is almost saying that there is something better for you here. There's something fated that's supposed to be in your life, whether it's love, business, whatever. You have the Justice card here. Definitely Justice with the Queen of Swords could be like a truth that's coming out here for you, Scorpio. I feel like I've been saying Cancer. I apologize. You have the Queen of Wands again. Queen of Wands really says you need to follow your heart, like I said. Queen of Wands is wholehearted energy. And Queen of Wands, she puts her heart and soul into things that she wants. The Chariot is, again, just kind of like open to a new beginning. I almost feel like you need to allow like joy to guide you with the Queen of Wands. That's normally more of a Knight of Wands energy to me, because the Knight of Wands is like your desire, Scorpio. It is like what you desire to do. And so I feel in a lot of ways, but Queen of Wands, again, she kind of looks at something that she wants in life and she says like, can I give this 110%? So that's like the question that I feel like you need to ask yourself here, Scorpio, is like anything you want to create. Can you give it 110%? If the answer is no, then it's not for you. Very cut and dry type of energy I get here. Even here, we have the Two of Pentacles And kind of like what I'm getting here is like a hell yes or a hell no. Like really, there's like a saying. I don't know what the saying is, but basically it's like either it's an F yes or an F no. And I'm that type of person. If it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no, right? So I get this like more. It's almost like the universe is trying to get you to be more cut and dry with the Tower here. It's almost like the universe is trying to say like, hey, I like you need to be more decisive at this time. We have this diligence card here. We have like a lot of these like what I would consider to be more like laser focused type of energy here, is what I would say to you. If we get the Ace of Swords, I wouldn't be shocked. But even at that, the Justice card, Queen of Swords, very like laser-like decisions here. You have the Tower, the Four of Cups, and the High Priestess. Definitely need to make a choice here is what I would say to you. For some of you, again, I feel like you see something that could potentially be a Tower moment in the future. This is basically like a warning saying yes. It's saying, yes, this is a warning for you. So, I would say if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck, right? So I would be very careful of like anyone who seems too good to be true, anyone who's inconsistent, and anything like that. The Tower is, again, I feel like some sort of wake-up call. Probably gonna pull an extra row here, Scorpio, because I definitely want to get more details on this. I mean, your card, both cards, Death, you have the Knight of Pentacles here, an energy of being cautious. You have the Three of Swords here, and the King of Pentacles. Well, number one, I would be very careful if you have an earth sign who's trying to come back into your life. That's what I'm getting intuitively. So, I would be careful of an earth sign coming back. This could be like someone who walked away from you because they thought the grass was greener on the other side. Now they're trying to return, but it's just going to cause a Tower moment. So I would be careful of that. Queen of Swords and Justice card really says you have all the answers you need. It's like you don't really need anything else with that Queen of Swords and the Justice card. It's like you have everything you need. And it's like you have all the details, all the answers. So if you're wondering, is someone a liar, cheater, stealer? Probably. And you probably have all the answers. I do like the Justice card here because you could be seeing someone getting their karma as well. But Scorpio, I just want to see, like, where is this going, this reading? Because it's not very clear. Let's see here, Scorpio. Nine of Pentacles, it's you being independent, more independent. You have the Eight of Wands. Like I said, there's something about a wake-up call here as well, which I kind of want to understand a little bit better. You have the Five of Cups here. I do feel like you're letting go of this disappointment right here that you experienced with a person. So you're like moving past it. Nine of Pentacles, you being independent. And the Eight of Wands is quick success. So let's see here, Scorpio, where is this going? You have the Temperance card here. I feel like there is communication, or there's information coming in for you here that could be leading to a change that you're going to be making. Again, Two of Pentacles, right? And the Tower. Clearly, there's some sort of significant change coming in. You have the Hermit. Definitely could be a Virgo that you were dealing with in the past. I would be careful of any communication from a person from the past. Here is what I would say to you. And you have the Queen of Cups. I feel like you're really needing to take care of yourself, which would be a good thing for you to do right now. I still want to know, what is this, where is this change going here, Scorpio, or what is this change leading to? Page of Swords could be a new beginning for you here. Page of Swords, also a card of curiosity. Page of Pentacles, new beginning. And the Page of Wands. Are you kidding me, Scorpio? 3 pages. That is very interesting. So I feel for some of you, the change that again, the hell yes, hell no thing, I feel like for some of you, it's like the change you're making needs to be a hell yes. So it's like you could be, but I like really wrapping this all up, putting it all together, trying to make it less confusing, Scorpio. What I would say here is that I feel for some of you, you're being guided towards something that is fated in your life, whether it's a business, a job, or some sort of change that you're going through. But I feel like this very more decisive energy where it's like you're going to have to be decisive. For whatever reason, over here with the Ten of Cups, I'm getting this like a very kind of like Seven of Cups scattered type of energy where it's like you're trying to be everything. I feel like this is saying you need to be one thing for whatever reason. Those are like the words that are popping into my head. Judgment card, wake up call. here for you, Scorpio. You have the Ace of Wands, new beginning. Like I've been saying, three pages is basically a new beginning. And the Five of Wands here as well. Five of Wands, conflict, competition, but Five of Wands is a card I call Indiana Jones. To me, it's a card of needing to go through something to get treasure, like the movies Indiana Jones. So I feel like you're like on a path of having a new adventure. For a lot of you, I do feel this reading is pulling you towards new, love-wise. I feel like it's asking you to move towards new love because I feel like you know that something from the past is going to be a disaster. Again, if you're getting warning signs from a new person as well, I would be careful. I feel like the 3 pages, it's like there are plenty of people available for you, Scorpio. You don't have to choose someone who has a lot of warning signs, right? But for the most part, I feel like this is saying, really, I think, if I were to try to make this less confusing, I would say Queen of Wands twice. It's asking you to move towards your heart, something you desire to do because it is like fate. It is fated for you to do it. I feel like there's just too many details. It's like maybe you feel like you're supposed to be something. Whatever you want to be when you grow up. I feel like there's a lot of feelings here that you can't do it or that you shouldn't do it for whatever reason. But I feel like that's exactly what you need to move towards. It's like, where can you put your heart and soul? It's almost like, the best way I can describe the energy I'm feeling is it's like right now you could be giving something 50%, but I feel like there's something that you could give 110% to. And that's what you need to move towards. It's almost like, it's like sometimes I think like logically, we think, oh, I have a secure career, for example. I should keep staying in this career. But it's like maybe we can only give the career 50%. But I feel like there's something else, like a business, a side business, or a side hustle that you can give 110% to. And I feel like that's what you need to focus on. But it's like not producing yet. And I think that's, I think that I think what you're not seeing maybe with this reading is that the thing over here that you could give 110% to, even though it's not producing right now, it's like all the energy you're putting into it is going to lead to it producing more than this thing over here that you're only giving 50% to. Could be a relationship as well. It's like you could be in a relationship and saying to yourself, well, like this is the best I can do, but even though you're only giving 50% to it. But I feel like you're like, it's almost like, in a very weird way, I feel like to wrap this reading up, I feel like this reading is kind of like a warning against cheating yourself out of something. And, you're going to have to be the one that determines what that is, right? Because it's going to be different for all of you. For some of you, I feel like it's love. For others, I feel like it's business, work, or health. So, weird. Weird reading. But I feel like if you make the change, it's going to lead to fate, right? It's going to lead to, kind of like fated events. But thank you for being here, Scorpio. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. But thank you, Scorpio, and definitely enjoy your month.